You can't put lipstick on a pigskin. That's the truth about heartbreaking losses at home by the Florida Gators and the Miami Hurricanes, but the FSU Seminoles showing signs of life, and in the NFL, the Bucs and Jags proved victorious. We'll talk about all of that on this edition of Game Face on FLSportsFan.com with the sports addict, our good friend, Gary Fineout. Gary, what about the losses at home quickly by the Gators and the Canes?
Well, clearly with the Gators, it puts them a long shot for the national title now. Kind of a surprising loss to a team like Ole Miss, but it's not over yet.
Were they asleep? Were they taking Mississippi too lightly?
I don't know. Well, it was a classic trap game, but what I would say is turnovers will always kill you, and that's what happened in this game. I think it was just too many turnovers, too much to overcome, and in the end, they just couldn't pull it out.
Well, clearly their national title hopes are somewhat dashed, but Georgia lost, USC loses. This is a really wild and wacky college football season already.
And don't forget, if they win the SEC East, it looks like now they'll get a shot at Alabama in that championship game, which means, hey, they could be right back in the thick of it by the end of the year.
Well, you know, Miami Dolphins fans just hate Nick Saban for abandoning the team and doing nothing to lift them up, but you got to give him his due. He's a great college coach.
Well, absolutely. He is a great college coach, and so far, Alabama looks like they are the cream of the crop in the SEC.
Hey, the SEC, still lots to root about. Let's turn our attention toward FSU. We were hitting them last week for no offense, and now they actually showed some.
Yeah, they actually show some, but I'm not totally sold yet. I think they actually are probably going to lose to Miami this week.
Do you think?
I actually think because, you know, Antoine Smith is not going to run wild like he did against Colorado, and I still haven't seen anything out of the quarterback that convinces me that they're going to be able to beat the Canes in Miami.
I'll tell you what else is cool. This young Miami quarterback, Robert Marve, looks like the real deal. He didn't win the game, but he came close. He had a shot on that last play with the tip ball in the end zone. But his play has been stellar. He's looking like a star that's going to give Florida State and Florida headaches for a long time.
Absolutely, without a doubt. I would say the biggest problem with Miami right now is they got to seal the deal, and they look really tired and look like they can't keep up in the fourth quarter. If they get rid of that, they'll be a great team.
All right, we're going to go on to the pros in a minute, but first, the penalty flag this week to Gator fans who criticized Coach Urban Meyer. He only won a national championship, produced a Heisman winner. Okay, calls for Tebow on 4th and 1. Bogus to criticize the coach.
Absolutely, without a doubt. I don't think that's why they lost the game. There were a lot of other reasons. And frankly, going for a 49-yard field goal in the closing second, that's not a gimme either.
Okay, pro ranks. Real quickly, Bucs and Jags victorious. Things are looking better for the NFL in Florida.
Things are looking a lot better for the NFL in Florida, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to say it again. Brian Griese, not the answer. 6 picks, 2 weeks. Aaron Rodgers had not gotten hurt, they would have lost this game. Tampa Bay, John Gruden, you need to do something. You maybe need to put Garcia back in. This is not going to work.
And the Dolphins don't lose this weekend. They had the bye week, but coming back. All right, quickly, Gary, what happens on October 12th on FLSportsFan.com?
What happens is we give away 2 tickets to the BCS Championship game in January, which hopefully maybe will feature somebody like the Gators.
And all you got to do is come to FLSportsFan.com, and you can sign up once a day for your chance to qualify for 2 tickets on the 50-yard line of the BCS Championship
2 tickets
game.
on the 50-yard line.
Not one, but 2. That's correct. All right, that's it for this edition of Game Face on FLSportsFan.com. Thank you, Gary Fineout, the sports addict. Check out Gary's blog on FLSportsFan.com. It's going to be a great week for Florida sports fans.